Okay, on the doors here, we've done a little bit different of an attachment here on the latch and striker. We've actually moved the latch to the inside and notched out this part of the door so that it's going to allow the door to, let me show you here, move back into the quarter panel, leaving a smaller gap here. We think it looks much cleaner, much nicer to do that. We still have to worry about the height of the striker going into it to make sure that it latches properly. We've actually made up just a couple quick aluminum shims, 3/16 shim that'll put it out where we need it. First of all, we want to make sure we've temporary the hinges in, just snugging them so we can still move them in both positions. Right now I've adjusted the inboard part of the hinge and I've got it locked down real tight. I can move the door up and down, or the door skin up and down now with these bolts if I want to take the door off, and which we will to finish the interior trim pieces. We'll go ahead and pull it off at this part of the door. That way we can see exactly what we're doing and how it's going to go together. Right now it appears that we have a good fit here. We're missing the windshield by about 3/16 of an inch. If you look in here, if I put this in position and drilled it, I wouldn't have any way of getting the bolt in there either, unless I drill the hole up through the bottom of the rocker, and that we don't want to do. So I'm going to try to get an inside measurement from the door frame to the outside of the door, and hopefully they'll have that in the instruction plate. That way this whole part of the door, including the inner aluminum panel here, can all be fit in all at once. Doors done on the front side, because it's tedious work to get the door in adjustment. Once it's adjusted, you don't want to pull it back off. So this will allow us to do that. We're also waiting for the inner door trim panel to see if we have to do any cutting or anything or fitting to get the thing latched. So I'm going to lock in this front hinge, temporary the back part of this hinge so I can pull it on and off. It'll make life easier. I'm going to fit the striker in there, and then we can pull everything back off and make sure everything fits correctly. I'm going to elongate the holes out in here like we did on the other side, probably a good 1/2, 3/4 inch square hole. It'll still be hidden by the striker plate, but it gives us plenty of room for movement, and that's what we want to make it a little easier to work with. Easier to do it now than not. We'll just take the die grinder and just run a little bit of a hole in there and take it from there.